Welcome to First Lutheran's Children's Message. Today's word is forgive or forgiveness. Have you forgiven anyone this week? Forgiveness can be really hard when we feel like someone has been rude to us or done wrong or hurt our feelings. It's really hard to forgive them. That's what we're going to learn about today in our Bible story. It's called Forgiveness 70 times 7. Do you think you can count 70 times 7 on your fingers? It's a big number. The story today is from the first book in the New Testament, Matthew, and it's from chapter 18, verses 21 to 35. Maybe we'll find out what 70 times 7 is and what it has to do with forgiveness. Jesus, Peter asked, "If someone is unkind to me, how many times should I forgive? 1 time? 2 times? 7 times?" "Not 1, 2, or 7 times, but 70 times 7, Jesus replied. Peter started to count to not 490. That was a lot of times. "But why, Jesus?" he asked. Jesus looked with kind eyes at his friend. "We forgive each other because we love each other." Then Jesus told them a story to help them understand. A man owed his king a lot of money. The man worked hard to pay his debt, but it wasn't enough. He worked even harder, but it still wasn't enough. "Please, give me more time," he begged. The king showed love to the man. He told him, "You don't have to pay me. I forgive your debt." The man raced home to share his good news. On the way home, the man met one of his friends. "You owe me money," he shouted. His friend couldn't pay the debt. The man became angry and threw his friend in prison. When the king heard this, he felt frustrated. He told the man, "I forgave you because you asked me and I showed mercy. Choose to forgive and love others like I did for you." Isn't that funny that the man was forgiven by the king and he was so happy and thankful, but then he turned right around and put his friend in jail for doing the same thing. He didn't show forgiveness. Do you think we could be more like the king and forgive people? Does anyone know what this symbol means? It's called the infinity symbol. And it means that we could go on and on and on and count for the rest of our lives, and we'd still never be done. It's never ending. And that's the way God's forgiveness is. It goes on and on. Forever, every day of the week, day by day, for our whole lives, Jesus wants us to forgive people. Do you think you can do that? Let's say a prayer. Dear God, remind us to forgive and forgive and forgive. Forever and ever and ever. Amen.